Hey, good morning. I am Dr. Corey Campbell, and I'm here for you with Monday morning coaching with Corey. And today I'm going to be talking to you about mindset, what I mean about it, and it's the beginning of a week. So, as always, Mondays we are going to be setting your action step goals for the week. And I'm going to give you a quick little training on a super fun Facebook ninja hack for you to help grow your business on Facebook. So super cool. That's what we're going to get into today. As you're coming on, drop me a hello. Let me know if you're here. I am streaming live in two places today. And I want to introduce you to my awesome lawn maintenance people. If you can hear that, they are taking and turning my yard into beautified. So hopefully you can hear me over the humming of all of their awesome machines. So I'm grateful that I don't have to do that. They take care of that. So drop me a hello as you're coming on. I want to see and let me know where you're tuning in from and get the hellos. And then we're going to get this party started. We're going. So I'm going live to my Facebook group, and I'm also going live onto my YouTube channel. Oh, how cool is that? Technology rocks. And so this allows me to be able to expand my reach, help more people. All right, so we're going to talk about what is mindset. What do I mean by that? Good morning, Indiana. Good morning, Susan. So what do I mean by mindset? I'm going to tell you guys, mindset is 90% of what you do for success and what you do that leads to failure. 90%, probably more than that, right? There is no scientific evidence as far as the percentage. I made that number up, but I'm telling you, when I've spoken with high performers, my coaches who are 7-figure earners, every single one of them says, I wish I would have spent more than 90% of my time focused on mindset, especially in the beginning, because I would have gotten further along faster, right? So mindset is 90% of your success and your failures, right? And there's a lot of things. So I posted this post in the group about this movie. Now, I'd seen this movie before. It came out in 2013 or 14, something like that. And it's a Disney movie. I love Disney movies. And it's called Saving Mr. Banks. And I rewatched it again this weekend, and it made me have some serious aha moments going, I've come so far with my mindset, because I have coaches that help me with mindset. All coaches should have a coach. And it realized how far along I have come with mine. So I want you guys, there's a scene in there. And if you haven't seen the movie, don't worry, I'm not going to spoiler alert, right? But I'm going to say that there's a couple scenes in there that are like, whoa, right? Your brain develops. It starts developing when you're from birth, so 0 years old, until 7 years old. Your subconscious brain. Now, that is what is driving 90% of your decisions all the way up into adulthood. Crazy, right? So drop some comments down below if you think Indiana loves Disney movies too, right? Steamboat Willie, if you ever know that, Steamboat Willie is my favorite Disney movie of all time. I used to have an entire collection of Steamboat Willie stuff, but military life, up and moving, I was like, I don't need all this stuff. I'm going to give it to people who I can actually display it and enjoy it and love it, because unboxing and reboxing all the time was just nuts. But this movie, Saving Mr. Banks, what it does, if you've never seen the movie before, I highly recommend. You can grab it on Netflix. That's where I watched it this weekend. It's a Disney movie. You could probably watch it if you got Disney Plus or something. And it really shows her, meaning the female lead, in adulthood, how everything from her childhood was affecting her adult decisions. All of it. all of it. And that's exactly what's happening to us, every single one of us. You might not have the exact same story that she had, right? You might not have gone through the same exact experiences, but I guarantee you the mindset stuff is the same. So there are things that you do on a regular basis that are their habits because you've been doing them for me, I've been doing them for like 30 years, 40 years. It's something you do all the time. You don't even realize that you're doing this or that you're responding this way or that you're acting this way or that you feel this way because it's been a natural habit. This is your mindset. It's naturally ingrained in everything that you do. So when you get into adulthood and you're faced with a, I don't know if catastrophic is the right word, but this monumental decision of go this way or this way. And this is the lead female in this movie. This is what she was. She's like, okay, do I do this or do I do this? So she's at this impasse in life and we're all faced with that. Do I start a business? Do I not? Do I grow my business online? Do I not? Do I call this person and ask him about my products or service or opportunity, or do I not? We're always faced with these decisions. And then it took the male lead, and again, I'm not going to give any of it away if you've never seen the movie, but the male lead, it took him relating to her when he realized what it was that was holding her back, what it was that she was so resistant on. And it took him saying, hey, I get it. I totally get where you're coming from. I was there too. This was my past experience. And you know what? We can choose to live in that past. We can choose to live in that memory, repeat it over and over and over again, and still live the same life that we're living. Or we can choose to rewrite our own story. You guys, that's exactly what we can do. We can choose to rewrite our own story. But the first part of it, the very first part of it is, recognizing that, hey, this is where I think this is coming from, even if you don't know exactly, right? And she might not have known the exact moment that it happened, but it was so mirrored reflective. And you might not get to that exact moment, but you can get to the general gist of it. So my husband and I, we had a lot of conversations about this topic over the whole weekend, right? So Saturday, Sunday, and all this is what we were talking about as how our past has shaped who we are today. And, me calling out, hey, this is the past and these are the decisions that I've made and I understand it. I recognize it and I want to be able to do something different about it. So me being accountable to my husband, me being accountable to an inner circle group, you being accountable to this group to be able to say, hey, I'm calling myself out. This is the past. This is the memory, which is totally okay. And there's no wrong things about it. We've all been through crap, right? And it's weird. It's like something we never want to talk about, but we've all been through it. We've been through, Idiana's been through crap. Susan's been through crap. Angela's been through crap. Corey's been through crap. So why not call out our own crap? Why not? Just why not? What do we have to lose to call out our own crap is the opportunity to rewrite our own story. Like, how amazing would that be? Is to be able to rewrite. Drop me some comments down below and say, I would love to rewrite this particular story. Okay. So for her, in the movie, for her rewriting her own story was letting go of the latch on that something happened in her past that she couldn't change. Right? She really wanted the outcome to be different, but she couldn't change it. But her whole life, that's all that she was trying to do was change it. Well, you can't go back in time and change it, but you can change the future. Like, oh, how amazing is that? And we all have the power. Every single one of you watching this, whether you're watching it live, right? Give me a hashtag live, team live, or if you're on team replay, we all have the power. And I want you guys to start exercising that power. Things don't have to be the same. if you don't want them to be the same. And so recognizing what it is that's triggering it, where it's coming from, and then what new story do you want, right? What new story is it that you want? So drop some, Rob is watching live. So drop some comments down below and tell me what are some things from your past that is part of your current decisions, right? And I'm going to give you guys some ideas, because maybe you're like, well, I don't really know. I'm not sure. I haven't thought about it all that much. Okay. So one wrapped around, it could be how you view family and how the families and what you call like traditions, right? The things that go on in the family, the role of the female, or if there's a male, or the role of the kids, what do they do? All of that is decided, right? Could it be that you had experience? So maybe one of your parents or your grandparents or your brothers or your sisters or your cousins, somebody close to you in your family was an entrepreneur and struggled so hard to make ends meet, to do anything. And then you looked at that and go, they struggled so much. So I'm just going to go and work this 9-to-5 job that I don't like because I don't want that struggle, but I'll deal with this struggle. That's something so real. Some of my one-on-one clients, that's what it is. It's like, I'm going to work this 9-to-5 because I saw someone struggling so much. Like, this is all that they did. They never had a day off. It wasn't effective, right? So you could look at it that way. Or on the other hand, maybe it's you had nobody in your family, your friends, your mom, your dad, your closest knit family, nobody was an entrepreneur, right? So the role was you go to school, you get a degree, or you finish high school, and then you just go and get a job and you work that job until whenever, and then you hope, cross your fingers, that you can retire. Maybe that's been your upbringing. So maybe everything else you've done was, okay, I'm going to go work for someone, but you're feeling like a different fire. You're like, I would love to be able to go do something else, but I don't have that experience, right? So those past experiences shift how we live our lives, right? And if you have two people in a household, so myself and my husband, we have two totally different upbringings. And then you put the two of us in the same household with the same roof, and one person's trying to go in one direction, and the other person's trying to go in the other direction. This is where communication is so important. So my husband had no family experience with entrepreneurship. I did. My dad has owned his own business my entire life. And he struggled at it. He's still working at it, right? But I saw that passion. I grew up with that. He didn't. It doesn't make either one of us right or either one of us wrong. We're just different mindsets. So me having to explain to him why I want to have my own business, why I want to go through the struggle, why it's okay that I'm working on the weekends and doing things, because it's my choice. Mm-hmm. So that sort of thing. So drop me down your comments below. What has been involved in your life that is shaping your future? You can see it. Now that I've shined some light on it, I want you to see it. Right. So Adiana's like her mom and her owned a business. And it was pretty good while it lasted. Things change, times change. All right. And Susan's like, no one in my family ever had their own business. And it could be about business. It could be about relationships. Right. I'm going to talk about money too. Money is a big one. So many of my one-on-one coaching clients, it's all struggled around money. Right. So I want to spend just a little bit of time talking about this mindset shift and how it affects your business. Is if somebody in your life growing up said to you, money doesn't grow on trees, or drop some other things that you have heard. Money doesn't grow on trees is something I heard. We're not made out of money. What do you think I am? Made out of money. There's probably others. So drop those. The money doesn't grow on trees was a big one. And then as a child, I just always imagined like, oh, I wish like the leaves are green, money's green. that would be really cool if the trees in the backyard can grow money, right? So that would be awesome. I still like visualize myself as probably around 5 years old, looking out at the trees going, well, why don't you grow money? That was what I grew up with in my lifetime. And then when I got around like teenage years, it was, well, if you want it, you have to go work for it. That was an amazing lesson, because if I wanted something, then what my mom was the first one to say it to me and like visually say it to me, because she and I were walking through a grocery store. I remember this clear as day. We're walking through the grocery store and we're, doing our weekly grocery shopping together. And I was like 14 and I was like, oh, I want this and I want that and I want this. And there's a lot of things that I say I want, but it doesn't mean that I need it. It doesn't mean I want it right now. I can dream. I'm a big dreamer, futuristic, right? Big dreamer. It's like, I want this, I want this, I want this. And I remember her looking at me and saying, well, if you want all that, then you got to go get your own job to pay for it. So I was like, okay. So I walk out of the grocery store. I walk down like the next door or 2 doors down in this shopping plaza. And I walk into the drugstore and I go up to the front counter and I ask if there's a manager available. And she's like, sure. So she gets the manager and I asked the manager if he's hiring. And he asked me how old I was. And I told him and he says, okay, well, sure. But I need a parent approval. And I was like, okay. So can I fill this out first? And then I'll go get my mom. She's at the grocery store. Okay. So I went and got mom. We finished our grocery shopping, loaded up the car, and I told her I needed to have her sign something. She's like, what? So go into the drugstore. She signs that. And he's like, okay, well, you can start your orientation on such and such a day. And my mom looks at me and said, you went and got a job? I was like, well, yeah, you said I had to get a job if I wanted to have all this stuff. She's like, right. And I said, well, now I need you to drive me to my job. I think she was eating her own words at that point. But there's different things. Yeah, Susan, it doesn't grow on trees. It doesn't grow on trees. Right? Rob was lucky at 48 to be able to leave 9-to-5 job because of my part-time business. That's awesome. Love it. Super cool. Now I don't remember how old I was. 36 or 37 when I left my 9-to-5 job for what I'm doing now. Love it. All right, you guys. So that's what I mean about mindset. I want you to go back and take a moment, right? It doesn't take a lot of time, but take a moment and go back and say, what is it that was here that I don't want controlling my future? I want to be able to write my own future. You want to be able to write your own future. What is it that is causing it, and where is it that you want to go? Because if you want to shift your ability to have a bigger success or to stop feeling like you're on that struggle bus, mindset is going to be the big piece to make that shift, right? So it is Monday, and what do we do on Mondays in the beginning of the week is we set our goals for the week. So I'm going to call you out, total accountability. I want you to drop them in the comments below. Is what are the action steps you are going to take this week, right? Today's Monday through Saturday or Sunday or Friday, whatever the end of your week is. What are the action steps, right? So we can set a goal, right, as what I like to call is like a result goal. I will achieve blank by blank date. So I will achieve blank by Friday, June, whatever the date is on Friday. That's a result goal, because then if you get there, you're like, well, I didn't get it, or yay, I got it. Say one or the other. But if you set action step goals, which are what are you going to do that will make you achieve that goal, whether it be this Friday or next Monday or a month from now or a year from now, what are the action steps that you need in your business to move the needle forward to reach that success you want? So action steps can be, I am going to send an email out to my audience, or I'm going to post a post on my social media and ask for who needs help with this. Or it could be that you're going to reach out to X number of people, like fill in the blank. How many people are you going to reach out to talk to? Action step goals. Your action steps is what helps you achieve the goal. I'm totally all about goal writing. Don't get me wrong. Like, don't switch up my words. Writing goals is necessary because it keeps your brain on on that finish line. It keeps your brain on that little checkered flag. It's like, hey, I'm going to go get it. I'm going to go get it. But between here and there, what do you have to do? Your brain can't figure that out. Your brain's not going to be able to tell you. You have to tell it, this is what I'm going to do. All right. This is what I'm going to do here so I can get to there. So drop down your comments, or what are your action steps? What are the things that you're going to do? Now, I don't want you to make an action step list that is like this long. Like, I got to do this, 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 because you're going to look at it. You're like, I'm overwhelmed. I can't do all of that. Right? So pick 3 to 5. 3 to 5 action steps that you can start doing right now that's going to move you forward. All right? I'm going to reach out to 3 people a day for 5 days. I'm going to send an email out to my entire list. I'm going to go live on my Facebook 3 days a week. Right? If you have a fitness or a health goal, I'm going to exercise this many days or this many minutes a week. Right? I'm going to walk 5 days a week. Right? I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to eat 3 meals a day if you normally skip meals or something. So what are your action steps? I want you to drop those down in the comments. This is how you're becoming accountable. Because if you're just thinking it, you're like, oh, I'm going to do these. Corey, I've got my action steps. They're up here. Or take it the next step. I've got my action steps. I have them here. And I got your journal and I'm writing them down in my journal. Step 3, you want to up level your game. Drop them in the comments because you're letting the whole group know, hey, this is what I'm committing to doing because I have this goal. Right? So total accountability, take advantage of that, right? You get me, because at the end of the week, I'll say, hey, did you do your action steps? If you reach your goal, cool. If you don't reach your goal, okay, but did you do the steps to get there? Right? So that's what we're going to talk about. Now, any questions on that, drop those down in the comments. I have a quick training because I'm going to show you a ninja hack. Right? It's total ninja hack behind the scenes. I've been using this for a really long time. I love it. And I want to share it with you. It helps you to get yourself organized. It helps you collect ideas. And it helps you store things in special areas so you can save time when you're leveraging Facebook for your business. Because I don't want you going to Facebook and just scroll, scroll, scroll. Never, ever do that. Like, never. If you want to grow your business on Facebook, never scroll without liking or commenting on something. Because what you're doing is you're telling the Facebook algorithm that I'm just passively checking it out. So then your stuff, you're going to be labeled as a passive, right? So you're over here as passive, and then Facebook isn't going to show your stuff to other people. And you want other people to see your things, right? So never scroll, but as you're going through things and you're liking something, maybe you see a quote that you're like, I love this. This is amazing. I want to share this maybe right now, or maybe I want to save it for later. 3 months from now, I'll get to it. You can do this. So I'm going to show you this ninja hack. Drop me a little comment down below if you want to see the ninja hack. I have to see some loving down below or else I won't show it. Guys, love it. Drop me. You want to see Susan had to run off to an appointment. Totally cool. Let me know if you guys want to see this ninja hack. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it? Yep, yep. Checking all this stuff. Super cool ninja hack. Right, I know, crazy for Monday stuff. Super awesome. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. And I'm going to show you this super cool tool. Okay, so you can see me here. I'm on this is my Facebook profile, my personal profile, right? And I'm going to show you this ninja hack. You guys ready? Might need a little, it's super simple. Oh my God, you guys, this is so crazy simple. And I love it. So this is leveraging the systems that you already have and what we can do about it. I was like, show us already. Okay, so I'm going to show you on my profile just because I don't want anyone else to say, I didn't want to show my stuff, right? So you can scroll, you can do it actually from your own profile, or as you're going through stuff and you're liking on people's, if you always like and comment and it's like give a love, the little heart, because it shows Facebook you're really engaged, because it takes an extra step for you to give a heart or a wow face or the care face, the little hug in the heart, right? So go that extra step and love it and always comment. Love and always comment, all right? Or wow and always comment. Never just like. That's so passive, right? That's so passive. So be the active engager and tell the Facebook Autobots that you're like, this person's really engaging. Right? But you can do what I'm about to show you from your own profile. So if you post something and you're like, hey, this is awesome, I'm going to save this because I'm going to repost it again 6-8 months from now when I've got a new audience, I've got new friends on Facebook, so then they can see it. Or as you're scrolling through and someone else posts something, we're like, this is really cool. I love that quote. That was super inspirational. That got a lot of engagement in their audience. I'm going to save it because maybe I can model it. And we never steal, so you don't copy and paste it. But you can model it, change it to your audience, to your feel. But always be watching other people's stuff. And then you can save it and always come back to it later. That's what I'm going to show you is how to do that. Right, so I'm going to scroll down here and let's say, this post, I'm scrolling, we'll just pretend this is somebody else. And I'm like, oh, this is a really awesome post. I love how it's worded. I like all the different emojis that are in there. I like the picture, it's very vibrant. So, and, we got some good engagement on it. Cool. I like this post, so I want to remember it. What you can do is if you click on these 3 little dots, now this is on desktop or laptop, it's the same, but it's also the same on mobile, right? You'll see the post itself and then these 3 little dots. So if you click on the 3 little dots, look at this, so cool. This little piece here that says save post, right? With this little banner looking flag. Again, on mobile, it looks the exact same. You can click on save post. So automatically it has saved that post into like this file folder system, okay? And I'll show you how you can access that. But what you can do is you can add it to a collection. So if I click add to a collection, these are collections that I have, right? So let's say you want to do this. I can just add it to like whatever you want. You can call it an engaging profile post. You can call it, an engaging post. You can call it, a group content of things that, for me, the group content is things that I post in my own group, or I've seen other people's posts that I'm like, hey, this is really cool content. I'd love to share it with my audience, right? If you're launching a new program, launch post. So whatever this post falls under, you can do that, or you could just create a new one. So I can create a new, right? My own awesome post. You can create your own collection and save that. So there we go, poof. Now I have this new collection that I started. So now I can scroll down, I can pick another one. So let's say I want to do this one. So Idiana gave me this awesome testimonial about the Freedom Boss Institute. So I can click this dot here. I can save the post. It brings up, it's automatically saved, but it's saved in like a generic folder right now. I can add it to a collection. So I can put it on my own awesome post, or like, oh, I want to put this somewhere else. So I'm going to create another collection. Let's call this one testimonials, right? So then I can put my own stuff in there, but you'll see that I can also put other people's stuff in there, right? So let's go up. I'll show you where. So drop me down some comments below and say, oh my gosh, this is going to help me so much with organizing my stuff, right? Because creating and launching and putting out content is super cool, but we want to make sure that you're not wasting time trying to always come up with stuff. Right? So if you go to your home page, you go down to saved, okay? On mobile, if you go into, let's see, if you click on to where you can bring up the menu, which has your profile, and then it'll go down to, it'll have a little box for like all your groups that you're in, and then you'll see a thing where it says saved, again with a little banner thing on there. So you can click on that and then it'll pull them all up. Here, it's right here. So I click on saved. It's going to pull up all of them. So over here are all my collections that I have, right? So all of these, the most recent saved posts that you have are going to show up most recently here, right? And then you can just go through any of them, right? I have this one here, videos to watch. When I see a really cool video and I want to watch it again, you can do this and just add them into that. So if you love this video here, you're like, hey, I love this, I want to get back to it later, you can save this video into a collection that says videos to watch. And as long as the other person's content, so for this, if you want to save this video, for as long as this video is up on Facebook, you can always go back and watch it. This way you're keeping it all together. So if you're in masterminds or coaching courses and things like that, and you're like stuff you want to get back to because you're like, I don't remember, or maybe you see a coach that posts something that is awesome, but maybe it's like 2 hours long. And like, I don't know if we get it. As long as that post is still available, still up there for public viewing, and it's in your saved, it's easy access. That way you're not scrolling it. You're trying to search for the name. You're like, oh my goodness, where did it go? I had that awesome post, but now it's gone, right? So then you can see one of the ones I have is quotes, right? I've got 33 different quotes. So these are people, it's somebody else's quote that they put up there. Like, I love that one. So I save it. You guys see that I post quotes a lot. It's just easy. I can just go to my quotes tab. If I don't have an awesome quote that day, I can just go into there and use one that somebody else has already used. Super easy hack, right? Saves you on content and the creation and organizing it. Oh my goodness, saves you so much time. So drop me a comment down below and tell me, do you love that ninja hack? And it's super speed up. So I'm going to stop sharing, come back to you. You get all of me. And let's see if you guys got any questions or comments. It's like, this is great. It's going to speed up and improve your reach out process. Absolutely. Saves you time. You guys, time is the only resource you are never going to get back. I don't care. You're never going to get it back. So the tools that I teach are all about leveraging your time so you can do the things, you can do those action steps. Remember those action steps you're writing down. You can do those action steps so you can reach those goals and have those success. That's what all of my coaching is about, whether you be in this here, watching me, catching me on YouTube, or you are in my Freedom Boss Institute. You guys, it's all about leveraging time. Right? This is a super cool ninja hack. Organize your stuff and then come back to it, right? When it's time for releasing your content, your scheduling content, however you're putting stuff out there, it's just pluck, pluck, pluck. Saves you time. Good. So glad you guys love it. That's what I got for you guys today. Don't forget to let me know what are your action steps that you are going to achieve this week, right? What are the things that you are going to do to reach that goal that you want? And we're going to rock and roll it out. Now, you guys, that's what I got. Have a fabulous day, and I'm going to catch you soon. See you in the next video.